Hi grade ones, welcome to this week's Jolly Phonics video. In this video, I'll be starting with page 43 and I will be doing the dictation words first. So I will say each word 2 times, then I will pause, and then I'll say them one more time so you can have some time to make your corrections. Make sure that you have your Jolly Phonics with you, your pencil, and your eraser. Okay, let's get started. So, page 43, first word. Can, hen, hen, pit, best, went, wing, chart, three, tried, toadstool. Okay, so I'm going to read the words again, and this time I want you to look and see if you need to make any corrections, making sure that the vowels are correct. Is it a short or a long vowel, right? Okay, so let's get started. Page 43, reading the words again. Can, hen, pit, best, went, wing, like the bird's wing, chart, three, tried, okay, toadstool. That one's a tough one. It's all one word. Okay, awesome. So now, if you need any more time, you can pause the video here. If not, then I will be posting the words on the screen. Okay. Okay, students, let's continue on with the Jolly Phonics. So you just finished the dictation. I'm not going to go over page 43 and 44 because they're very similar to the ones that we've already done. So I'm just going to move on to page 45 and let's brainstorm some of the words together. So I have my writing checklist here written down just like always, and I want to just remind everybody. So capital, noun, verb, adjective, and period. So let's start brainstorming some of our nouns for the week. Okay, so this week our picture is of a son and father, and they are fixing the car. Okay, so I'm not sure if anybody has helped their dad with fixing something around the house, or even your mom to fix something around the house. So it doesn't have to be a car, and you can use that to help you come up with some ideas of what you might want to write about. Good writers use the things that they have done and what happened in their own life to write their stories. So let's start with the nouns and come up with some ideas for what might be good for this picture. So the first one that I think of is father. And then there's a lot of different words. You can use dad if you don't want to use father, okay? And then the next one, I was thinking of the son because he's helping the dad. And another one that we could use is car, or you can use the word truck because it does look a little bit bigger, so it could be a truck. Okay, so these are the nouns that I've come up with for this week, and just like always, you can write these down in your Writer's Workshop journal and you can use the color to help you remember what they are. So I'm going to erase, so make sure that you pause if you are still writing them down. Okay, let's move on to verbs. So the first verb I already see on the page. Oh, I actually see 2 verbs on the page. So the first one is helping, and then the second one is fix. Or you can say fixing. Okay, Now, another one that could be a good one is the word handing. So like you're giving something to somebody. So if you're helping your dad with the car, then you might be handing him a tool, for example. So I'll write that one as well. Handing. Okay, so these are the verbs that I've come up with. Make sure you write them down, and then I will be erasing. So make sure you pause if you need more time. Okay, moving on to adjectives. So when I'm thinking about this picture, the first word that comes to mind is maybe dirty, like your hands might get dirty if you're fixing the car. The car could be old and that's why it needs some fixing. What else could you talk about? Oh, you could talk about the weather. Maybe it's a nice day outside. Because if they're working outside in the backyard or by the garage, then the weather would have to be nice for them to be outside. Okay, so these are some different adjectives I've come up with. And again, you can come up with your own and come up with different ones depending on what your story is about. Okay, so I'm going to erase, so make sure you copy it down and pause the video if you need more time. Okay, and then last we're going to review the 5 W's for the picture. Who, what, where, when, why. And I know I do this in every video and we do this for every single page when we are writing in Jolly Phonics, but this is a really good way to make sure that we're having lots of detail in our writing. Sometimes when we are rushing or we don't brainstorm, then our writing can be very short and not very detailed. So this helps us make sure we have all of the details we need. So who in this picture would be the dad or the father and the son. So those would be the nouns we came up with. What would be what they're doing. So that would be the verbs. So are they fixing the car? Is the boy handing something to the father, right? Okay, where? So that could be the place where they are. So where is the garage or the backyard? Maybe they're fixing the car. Okay, when? So the time of day that they're fixing the car. So maybe in the morning they're fixing it or in the afternoon. That's totally up to you. And why? So why is the car being fixed? Maybe it was broken and they needed to go on a road trip, or they need the car to be able to get somewhere. So that's the one where you can come up with some more creative ideas of why the story is happening. And again, I want you to try to write 3 to 4 sentences, okay? And these questions, the 5 W's, will be answered in the 4 sentences or 3 sentences you have. Okay, that's it for this week's Jolly Phonics video, and I will see you in the next one.